Still warm and solid, Terry Gray out there. I can't get a look at the ground, but heavy rain, I think, on my window. I don't know. Could be snow. That's just must be just fluorescent light in the air, 'cause I ain't no sun. Just natural light. Chart Head's the best in the world ever. Let's see. There's our country. There's the Bark Jack. And you'll need a Sherlock today, 'cause in the gloom of the doom, they will be going under. We're going to do the daily stories for you now. The best chart hits in the world ever. So no need to look any further. And here we go. And they're not a lot old, you know. Of course, everything's going to be old, even if it's a few days old, but it's not that old. Robbie Williams was a number one with Millennium. And now the question to you is, did he do it in time for the millennium, or did he do it after the millennium? Yeah. Well, he done it before the millennium. Yeah, of course he did. And Big Sherlock researched that one, yeah. And Spice Girls, and you're going to have two-handed, because you need three hands. And Spice Girls, Viva Forever, it was a number one. Pink Rag Doll, was it a number one? Yes, and I'm singing along to it. Viva Forever. Ba-ba-da-ba-dub-dub. Yeah. And various artists with Perfect Day. Of course, Lou Reed, he started that Perfect Day with the Velvet Underground way back, and they continued it and had films from it and that. Perfect Day was just having a walk in the park. Oh, yeah. Don't think so, not here. Maybe where somebody else is. And it was a number one. Leanne Rimes, How Do I Live? Yeah, she reached number one as well. These are all, well, not, hold on, that's not a number one, that's a number seven. Leanne Rimes, How Do I Live? How do I live? Well, I've made it onto the show. I've been on the William Live show. I'm a living, loving doll. Thank Cliff for that, I was going to say. And Jennifer Page, Crush. Was it a number one? No. Was it number four? Now you've got to say. Right. Eagle Eye Cherry, Save Tonight. Was it a number one? No. No. Well, number six. Yes, when it's dark and gloomy and the blue background. See if you can read it. I'll give you every chance, but you're short without a Sherlock. Yeah. And then, of course, you've only got two hands. So you can't handle the guest. Yeah. And the Mavericks danced the night away. And some of it so small. Was it a number one? No. What was it? A number four. You're getting good with your numbers. Yeah. And what about Karen Ramirez, yeah. Looking for Love. Was the number one? No, it wasn't number eight. It wasn't number eight. And Don't Be Late. It wasn't number eight. And what about Eternal featuring BB Winans? I Want to Be the Only One. But was it a number one? No, it wasn't number one. It was a number one. Yeah. And what about 9/11? More Than a Woman. Was it the number one? No. It said it was new. Yeah, just like your old shoe. Yeah, or your old car. It's new, isn't it? Yeah. And what about Billy? She had a girlfriend, and it says she was new. Billy's got another girlfriend now, and she's new. And she's had a boyfriend, and he's new. Yeah. And what about Mouse T versus Hot and Juicy? Horny, 98. Was he number one? Was Horny a 98 a number one? No, it was number two. Oh, there. A temper featured Maya. Oh, Maya. Feel it. What number was it? It was a number one. It was a number one. It was a number. It was a number one. Now tell me. Yeah. Fatboy Slim with a Rockefeller skank. Was the number one? No. And come in yet anyway. It was the number six. It was a number six. It was a number. It was a number six. And what about Bamboo with Bamboogie? It was a number two from me to you. It was a number. It was a number two. Yeah. And what about Diva Surprise featuring Georgia Jones on the top of the world? It was. It didn't have no number. It said it was no. It was no. It was no. It was no. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, the Grease Megamix. Huh? It didn't play. It ran away. It did not say. No. Oh boy, it did not say. Because it was probably so long ago. Oh, hold on, it's continued underneath. You're the one that I want, Grease Lightning, Summer Nights, and it was a number four. It's written on the door. Yeah. Oh, yes, I see it now, yes. And what about Tintin Out featuring Shelley Nelson? Here's where the story ends. Oh, here's where the story ends. He ends the story ends. He ended at number 7. Yes. And the Blue Boy with Remember Me. Oh, remember me, Pink Girl, Blue Boy. And we ended up at number 8. But don't be late. Don't be late. Number 8. And what about Sparkle featuring R. Kelly? Be careful. Well, I was marching through the room in the middle of the gloom, and I seen a number and it fell on me head. What number was it? Number 7. I went to heaven and he went to bed. Yeah, well, number 7. All Saints, never ever. Oh, I've never ever seen the All Saints, and I've never ever seen the real Saints. I've never seen any Saints except when I went to St. Joe's. I've never seen the Saints. I don't want to know what you mean, Saints. Oh, what do you mean the Saints? The Saints are coming, yeah. Oh, but what about all Saints? Never ever. Number 1, yeah, number 1. George Michael, you have been loved. I've been loved, I've been loved, I've been loved. So when I get my next love, it will be number two, number two. Robbie Williams. Once I was an angel and I floated everywhere. Now I'm a pink ragdoll and I'm stuck at number four. And Space with Ceres of Catatonia, the Ballad of Tom Jones. Oh, I'd like to sing the Ballad of Tom Jones. Oh, Tom Jones, you're too sexy. How about a rag doll? Oh, I'm only number four. Yeah, only number four. Yeah, and Fatboy Slim, the gangster tripping. Oh dear, buckle my shoe. It's very, very new. They can't give it a number. No for you. Yeah, and Run DMC versus Jason Nevins. It's like that. Looks like that. Looks like that. Looks like a pussycat. Yeah, looks like that. Looks like that. It's number one. It's number one. And the Spice Girls. Who do you think you are? Hey, Spice Girls, it's me. Pink Rock Doll. Yeah, that's who I think I am. And who do you think you are? Yeah. Well, I see you got the number one. Number one there for the Spice Girls, yeah. Steps. One for sorrow. Steps. One for sorrow. And if you miss that step, you'll be down on your bun. So, yes. One for sorrow. So, steps. You'd better make it number two. Yeah. Ace of base. Life is a flower. A flower? Well, of course, I've got a star. I've got a flower. Flower power and the hour. Yes. But that was the ace of base. Number five. Oh, number five. Tell us if I get a one. What about teaspoon and what about sex on the beach? Huh? I'd be the number one if I was sex on the beach. Yep. I was sex on the beach. And I was number two. Oh, did you have two? Did you get through with number two? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sex on the beach. Yeah. And what about the Backstreet Boys? Everybody's Backstreet's back. Yeah. I remember them. I was three of them. I was walking down the street, and three Backstreet Boys followed me and swept me off my feet. And ended up at number three. I was number three. Yeah. Oh, dear. It's getting bad. And what about Bus Stop featuring Randy Bachman? You ain't seen nothing yet. Well, I was waiting at the bus stop and I ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, here he comes, and here he comes, and here he comes. And what's that number he's got on his front? No, 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 no. New when you're old. No. No. If you knew you, I knew you. Yeah. You wouldn't be waiting at the bus stop. Hot chocolate, you sexy thing. Well, I was walking down the street and somebody shouted, you sexy thing. I said, what are we going to do? We're going to go to number six. Oh. And what about Culture Club? I just want to be loved. I just want to be loved. And it says next to it, new. New for Hugh when we find him. Yeah. And Lyndon David Hall, yes, Sexy, Cinderella, Godfather, and Sure remix. Huh? He says he's new and he's new and he's new, so he must be new. He's new. And what about Detour? Relax. Relax, don't do it when you're on to go through it. I'm not so Detour, relax, eh? Hey, he got the number one, did he? Yeah, two number ones, right? He went to number 11. And what about Rosie Graham? He's closer than close. I see his number on the door and it says number 4. Number 4, yeah. Oh, got him in my book. What? I'll be getting bongo in a minute. Corner shop, brimful of Usher, Norman Cook remix. Oh, yeah, he went to number 1. He had some fun and brimful of Usher on the 45, brimful of Usher. Yeah. And Meredith Brooks, he got to number 1. Meredith Brooks. Hey, Meredith Brooks says something about you. She says you're a bitch. I've also got an itch, and I'm going to pass it on to Meredith Brooks. Oh, oh, now she's tickling. Yeah. Bitch. Shumba wumba, tub thumping, bum a dum a dum 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 dum. Tub thumping, and what happens when you can't stop? Tub thumping, bum bum a dum bum a dum dum a dum, bum bum a dum bum a dum bum a dum. When you want to stop, tub thumping. Well, I'll just take a break and I send in for me number 2. Bum bum a dum bum 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 bum. And I got the number 2. So there's a short rundown, yeah. And they've been good. Now we're gonna break away. We're gonna break away. It's still murky in here. Who loves you? The Four Seasons. Yeah, the Four Seasons. Who love you? Yeah, it's not an obvious one by the Four Seasons, but there it goes. And we're gonna bring in Much Wenlock. Yeah. Four Seasons, any chance of him winning a trophy? No. He's a mascot. Rio with Duran Duran. Are we going down now? In the plane or the boat? Yeah. Are you travelling from Baker Street with the Sherlocks? Yes, I see. Well, you need Jerry Rafferty to drive the car, yeah. What about American Pie? That's one of those big ones. There's Don McLean away with the one underneath his arm, yeah. Oh. You got American Pie. And what about Lazy Sunday with the small faces? Just stay in all day, sleep on bed, and eat American Pie. Nutbush City Limits, Ike and Tina Turner. Hey, Ike, I told you 20 was the speed limit. You're doing 30. Put that cigarette out. You're only allowed 5 a day. Everything's got a limit round here. Don't drink that bottle of beer. You've had your one for the day. Yeah. The air that I breathe, the Hollish. The air that I breathe with the Hollish, is contaminated. Mr. Putin's dropped a bomb. Blew his Chernobyl up. Yeah. All the aliens will be after the radiation. Yeah. Oh. What about going down to the sands and getting golden brown with the stranglers? We can't. It's bad weather in the dark sun. Might have to go to the Browning studio, Tanning studio. Yeah. What about surfing USA? I don't think it's this time of year, June to September, I think it's best. Beach Boy music, yeah. And what about Gold with Spandau Ballet? Did you win any of the games? Well, I seen somebody getting a gold. Yeah. What was his name? Charlie somebody. And what about Horse with No Name? Ah, that was America. Yeah. And this horse really got no name. No, they called it America. Ah, see. After him, yeah. And what about Bambodo? Gypsy Kings? Were they really gypsies? Yeah. And they were kings. And they got a lot of more, yeah. And they broke away just like that, yeah. So that was Breakaway, we done. We're going to do you some hits of the 60s now. There they are. And there's the girls with a car. It had driveless cars in the 60s, you see. They just drove themselves. The girl just sit on the top near the windscreen. Well, what she used to drive and you can't see where you're going because of you only see a girl's body, especially her legs in the middle of your face, yeah. Hits of the 60s, 16 originals by the original stars, and that's what I'm talking about. Self-drive cars in the 60s, yeah. And a girl positioned on top so she can see where you're going. We're going down the street now, William, and look what we're coming to a low bridge. I better duck. Out for a duck, yeah. All right. 16 originals. The Pioneers, Long Shot and Kick the Bucket. I ever kicked the bucket. Well, a man kicked the bucket, yeah, when he was running, yeah. There was a bucket of water, yeah. I kicked it, yeah. Well, it wanted to get wet, yeah, I see. And what about Neil Christian? He says, that's nice. Ah, that's a nice suit, he said. He admired it, yeah. And my name is Much Wenlock. Yeah, named after a town in England, Much Wenlock. And it was a mascot. Yes, a mascot. And Mike Berry did a tribute to Buddy Holly. And then Buddy Holly turned up and did a tribute to Mike Berry. Ah. And Desmond Dekker, 007. Like I said, James Bond did 007. And Desmond Dekker did 007. And then James Bond did Desmond Dekker. Jimmy Cliff, he went on a wonderful world where he could see beautiful people. But they didn't know him. No, didn't know who he was. And John Layton, he was in a lonely city. And he didn't know who he was neither. No, everywhere he called. Even the girls on the street by. Looks a lonely old soul. Will not bother with him. Nah. And Tony Tribe, he went to join a tribe. And they said around here we drink red wine every day. Yeah. And he said, I'll have a pot now. Yeah. The Ethiopians took the train to Scarville. Yeah. But it broke down at Wenlockville, so it couldn't go any farther. Yes. And the smoke. They just call themselves Smoke, and we just call them Smoke. My friend Jack had a pain in his back. And there he is, yeah, my friend Jack. He eats sugar lumps. Oh, yes. And what about the upsetters? With the return of Django? He hasn't upset him again, has he? As the PD Bird. What do you think of SML, PD Bird? You could make an SML episode of yours with the amount of puppets you have. Yes, could make an SML. I don't know all the facts about making a one live. Well, the upsetters, Django returned and he upset him and he's gone off again. The sorrow is take a heart and then you break a heart and then a little voice shouts, He shouldn't do that. Brew milk, put them in a melting pot. Yeah, and end up with a coffee-coloured people. Yeah, we've got some of them now, haven't we? Yeah. And these days we didn't see too many, mind. That's the fact. But now we see a lot of coffee-coloured people. Alan Price, I put a spell on you in the 1960s. And in 2024, this is what turns up. Thank you, Alan. The Harry J. All-Stars, I am the liquidator. Got any of those self-lickers? You know the kind I like. Yes. And Alan Price was shame on you, he said. Johnny Layton, yeah, just used to go under John Layton, a lone rider. He wasn't a lonely shit, he was a lone rider. He had a howling wind. Yeah, and somebody shouting, Johnny, remember me? Yeah, and there you go, he had hits of the 60s. Hawk to you. This one will get them. We've got the 70s. Number ones. Number ones of the 70s. Well, we're going to switch artists. We've got Spotty Cat coming in here now. Hello there. Are you doing all right there? I've got the shakes. The hippie shakes. Right, tell us about Gloria Gaynor. Hello, Gloria. I will survive. Are you going to survive? Are you going to live forever like me? Yeah, I'm going in the museum, you know. Yeah, I'm going to do what am I going to do? The SML. Oh, yeah. I'll come to do it with us. Yeah. 10cc, I'm not in love. I'm just Spotty Cat. I'm not in love with anybody. I don't even love my hat. That's why I've taken it off. Yeah. And Donna Summer, I feel love. So do I someday. But my paws get wet. Yeah, when I feel it. Rod Stewart, you wear it well. I wear my spots very, very well, Rod. You wear yours. Yeah. The Tears of a Clown with Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. By that'll be a miracle, Smokey, if you get rid of tears. Yeah. And what about the Rubettes with Sugar Baby Love? How many more sugars? 2, 3, 4. Oh, Sugar Diabetes. Yeah. Barry White, you're the first, my last, and my everything. Well, yes, I must be the last. My name is Spotty Cat. And what about the new Seekers? I'd like to teach the world to sing like the old Seekers. And what about the Stylistics? Can't give you anything but my love. And can't give me sports, no. Donna, you can get all kinds of everything on here, yeah. And the Commodore say 1, 2, 3 times a lady. But Julie Covington pops up and says, hey, don't cry for me, Argentina. Cry for Brazil instead. Yeah, and what about float? On with the floaters. I'm floating. I am floating. I am floating. And Diana Ross says, I'm still waiting. Are you waiting, Diana? Come on now. The Boomtown Rats, I don't like Mondays. No, I don't care much for Mondays. I like Saturdays. Buggles' video killed the radio star. Yes, he did. I spoke to his father in 1952. Yes. Yeah. He said, have you met me children? I said, not yet, but I'll be meeting them someday. And status quo, they went down, and it went up to number 1. And it was the one in number 1. Slade, Mama, we're all crazy cats now. Bye-bye, everybody. Do you remember 1984? Yeah, I just done it the other day. And Hortush, and do you know the Hortush girl? Oh, no. Tell me about it, righto. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you again this afternoon. Bye bye.